John. In this video, I'm going to explain something to you: how prophetic schools work, why you need a prophetic school, and the detailed techniques on how to prophesy. I hope you can hear me clearly. So, yeah, back to what I was saying. So, I know you have many questions when it comes to prophecy. You want to be able to prophesy accurately, you want to be able to see visions, but some of you don't know how it works. Now, for me, one of the techniques that I use is that I don't go out a lot. And I don't just go out a lot. I am usually on my own most of the time. And this helps me to be able to work on my mind. It helps me to be able to know how my mind feels, how my mind works. So that if there's any slight change to your mind, if there's any external force applied on your mind, you will be able to observe the change and the difference. So that's one of the things that make me really good in this. So, but there are many techniques, there are other techniques that people can use. And it's not difficult once you get used to it. Once it becomes part of you, it's no longer difficult. It's now easy, easy, like very, very easy. So, for example, let's say you want to learn how to prophesy. For example, you want to learn how to prophesy, and you're starting from scratch. You do not know the right techniques to apply. The first thing is to look for information on how to prophesy. That's the first thing, because you don't know it. Hello, Favored, how are you doing? Because you don't know it. So the first thing is to look for information, right? Now, there are information on YouTube, there are information in different books and things like that. But you need to understand one thing. Not just any kind of information will help you to prophesy. You need the best information, highest quality information that will be simple for you. You don't want information that you can't sustain, information that you can't do all the time. For example, some information on how to prophesy will tell you that you should fast for 90 days. It just doesn't, you can't do it. You can't, because you need to go to work. You can't, it's not possible. If you fast for 90 days, you are going to faint. You can't do it. So you can't be using those kind of techniques. There are some techniques that are just impossible for normal people to use. Please let me know if you can hear me. So some techniques are just impossible for normal people to use. But there are some techniques that will tell you, look to the left, look to the right, then look at the center. That's it. That is what you want to follow. Those are the kind of techniques that you want to use. There's a technique for everything. Okay? There's a technique for any prophetic operation. There's a technique for names, techniques for numbers, techniques for description, narration, techniques for the past and the future. There are different techniques. So you need to learn all these techniques. So you need to learn the easiest techniques to make this thing happen. Not that someone will tell you that you need to pray for 100 hours. No, it's becoming too difficult like that. You don't want something that is too difficult. You want something easy and stress free that you can practice every day if you want. Something that you can practice every day that you can be consistent with. When I wanted to learn how to prophesy back then, I met people that were telling me that I should be fasting. I could not do it. I just can't. They were telling me that I should fast for 90 days, for 30 days. That's what they were all saying. The Christian brothers I had then, that's what they were all saying. They were saying fasting. Some will say you need to fast till you start coughing blood. I'm out. And now, fast forward to today, they are not even half of my level. You know, people think fasting is what really helps people to prophesy or do miracles, but it's not just true. What helps people to do miracles and prophetic operations is the systems and the techniques that they know, that they have access to, the knowledge, something that they can do easily. When I first got to know about prophetic codes, it blew my mind that you can position yourself in a particular way so that you can get information about somebody. There are prophetic codes that you can use. That once you know these prophetic codes, when people say you should prophesy to them, you're just it's too easy. It'll be too easy for you. There's nothing like let me go and pray. Let me go and pray. People that say let me go and pray, they don't know prophetic codes, they don't know systems. But it's not one prophetic. You need to know like 120 codes. Like once you know plenty codes, once you know many prophetic codes, this thing becomes easy for you. So your mind will be relaxed. The first code I learned, because me, I learned a lot of codes. So plenty, I know so many codes. And that's where the confidence comes from. The confidence does not come from maybe fasting and prayer stuff. No, it comes from knowing so many codes that I know that it is not possible for one of these codes not to work. There's code of prophetic interpretation. The first code that I learned when I wanted to start doing word of knowledge, it was prophetic interpretation. The person that I watch his videos, you know the person. The name of the person is Hope Koza. It was Hope Koza's video because I could do normal prophecy before, normal clairvoyance, say the future. But I started word of knowledge in 2019. So how come I'm not really good at word of knowledge more than most of these people? Because I still remember watching Hope Koza's YouTube channel, Prophetic Interpretation. There was a time I was following Passion Java everywhere. They were always together. I watched the video now. I was like, Hope Koza, Prophetic Interpretation, Prophetic School. I said, who is this person? Okay, no problem. Let me watch it. Then said, you know, there was a man he prophesied to using prophetic interpretation. The gold means this. The broken screen means this. I was like, okay, interesting. Prophetic numerology, 1, 2, 3. Of course, he was the first person I watched those videos. It not take me more than 3 days. I knew prophetic interpretation, color, numbers. I was sharp. I watched Prophet Pachinjava's videos too about numbers prophecy. Within like 1 week, I already mastered it. Why? Because I was practicing it like a mad person throughout the day, 24 hours. I started practicing with people's picture. But you need someone to tell you what to do. Me, I don't need someone to tell me what to do. Once I can get that information, I usually practice the information so much that even the person that taught me regrets that they taught me. Because now they will be like, wow, Adibi, I know I shouldn't have taught this guy. Now he's better than me. That's what usually happens. People that, when people, because I'm a very calm person. So when someone wants to teach me something, they don't really think much about me. They think maybe, and I don't like to show off. So I'll just come to them. I'm willing to learn. I'm very humble. So once I learn, but they don't know that, they did not expect that I'll really know that into that level. And that's because I practice so hard. I don't go out now. So I have more than enough time to practice. Within 3 days, I already knew prophetic interpretation because I already prophesied in my imagination to over like 100 people. So I mastered it within 3 days. Once I look at somebody, the color of their cloth, I already know. Yellow means healing. This. Black means faith. My brain is able to like match the information together. So when I got prophetic adaptation, I went to the next stuff. I went to, understanding visions in the past, word of knowledge for visions. Because there is Visions for the future. I already knew how to prophesy, like to see the future, a long time ago. But when it comes to word of knowledge, it was in 2019 that I started, right? So in 2020, I now started to work more on seeing the past with visions after prophetic interpretation. So I now started to reverse. Let's say we're in 2025, I'll reverse it to 2024, reverse it to 2023, reverse it to 2022. I'll now try to be checking way back like that. I'll try to scrap any little information that I can see during my practice hours. But then I observed something. I observed that I was getting the information slowly. So I was like, okay, let me practice so that I can increase the time. So I can get faster at this thing. Because I know that the way Prophet Hubert Angel prophesies is very fast. But that's because they've been doing it for a very long time, yes. So it's really, see, whatever you're passing through, I've passed through it before. I've passed through it before. That's why I teach people very well, because I know anything that they can try. Anything that they think of trying, I've tried it before. There's a time that for me to get word of knowledge, it takes me 30 minutes. Yes. But it takes you, 15 minutes. There was a time that your current level, the current level you're in right now, it is better than the level I was in before, not a few years ago. But the difference between me and you is that you don't really practice that much like that. You don't really practice that much. You just do little stuff. Have you practiced when you have serious headache? I usually practice with headaches back then. I'll feel serious headache and I'll still continue. Like I'll practice and I'll feel very tired, like until I can't practice again. So I began to work with speed, how to get faster. From 30 minutes, 15 minutes to get hold of knowledge. From 15 minutes, one day I just woke up and it took a minute. And 1 minute to get hold of knowledge is still slow, because nobody's going to imagine you have to, someone asks you, you want to prophesy, then you wait for 1 minute before you get information. Some people still do that in their churches, but that's because they don't practice again. So they've been attending to their church members for a very long time. They think they've reached the highest level. I don't think you actually reach the highest level of the prophetic if you don't see it as competition. Because back then, me, I saw it as competition. I was ready to, like, I don't want to hear that anybody is better than me. I was ready to, like, destroy them fully. Once I hear that anybody say that they can prophesy, I'll be like, yeah, then let's prophesy. Let's see who's the best person. That was the mindset that I had. And it's a very good mindset to have if you're just coming up in the prophetic. Because if you have this cool, calm mindset, you won't really want to improve yourself. You'll think that you've reached the highest level, which is a lie. You've not reached the highest level because it's still taking you time to get information. I've been to some churches and I've watched some videos whereby people, they have to play music before they get information, and it's taking them too long to get information. It's because they've not practiced enough. That's why. So before you know it, from 1 minute, I started to get information within 5 seconds. Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 5 seconds. And I started to get word of knowledge in 5 seconds. That was when I was like, yes, very good. Very good now. But still, I encountered an issue back then. Once the vision appeared, the vision would break. I will need to open another vision again to get another word of knowledge. My visions were not flowing together. I could not hold a vision in my head for like 5 minutes and be seeing. So I needed to practice for that again. I was like, this is a problem. This is a very big problem. Oh, I need to solve this issue. That was the mindset that I had back then. Because my visions usually appear and disappear before. They will just appear like flashlight and just go. Flash and just go. So I'll quickly remember. But then I realized that for me to improve, I need to hold that vision. Like I need to hold the vision. The vision should not disappear. Then I started to practice, and I was able to. The vision was able to stay I could be able to pause the vision and hold the vision and still talk to somebody, and I'll keep on moving in the vision. It's just like you're playing a video game. It will start expanding, expanding, expanding. Before I now met a man that now taught me more techniques. So this prophetic stuff is all about techniques, seriously. It is more of understanding techniques and less of you hearing one voice somewhere talking to you. And even after I mastered the prophetic to a certain level, I still I was watching some videos about you, about angel, where he was saying angels give someone vision. He commanded his angels to block the vision of one of his students or two of his students, of his sons. You know, how they were prophesying with angels. And I couldn't do it back then. Even though I could summon angels, right? But I did not know how to prophesy with an angel. So I had to practice for that again. It took a while of me summoning the angel, because normally it only take me minutes then to summon the angel. So if I want to prophesy to someone with an angel, how will I do it? Will the person wait for 15 minutes before I summon the angel? So that was when I started to summon angels. And I'll be like, so if I want you to appear quickly, immediately, like angel of prophecy, what do I need to do? So that was when I now built relationship with angels of prophecy, that in a twinkle of an eye, if I think of them immediately, they are there. But it took a while. It took a while of practice. So once the angel now appear, okay, there was a time that the angel would talk. I'll just hear the mouth of the angel moving, but I can't hear anything. So I had to train for that again and open my mind. And I started to hear the voice. Oh my God. Then from there, the angel will say one sentence and stop. I had to practice again, open my mind the more so that the angels can start saying sentences, many sentences about people. So before you know it, I was not able to prophesy with angels and normal prophetic with my mind too. And before you know, the two became one. But it's a journey of personal development. Nobody can just become best of the best in a day or something. It doesn't really work like that. You need to practice and improve yourself. You need to work hard for it. Then before you know it, you actually reap the benefits, because once you practice to a certain level, it will not become easy for you. Ah, to become easy for you. Someone asks, "How do you prophesy to me, not with you?" There are different ways to prophesy to someone that is not present with you. Is that maybe an angel gives you information about them, so you won't even know the person. You'll just ask the angel. The angel will just give you the information. That's all. You just need to believe the word of the angel. Or the person, you can, if you see the face of the person, you can prophesy to the person through a vision. Those are the ways. Those are the two ways. It's always about techniques that you know. Because if you don't know techniques, you will now enter into guesswork. You will not be hoping. And once you start hoping, you are guessing, you are doing guesswork. Like you don't know what you are doing again. You don't know what you are doing. It's not as if you are dabbling blindfoldedly. Like it's as if someone kidnap you, then they now throw you down from the car, but they blindfold your eyes. You don't now know where you are. You're not looking all around. You don't want to be in that situation. Please pray for me. I became overwhelmed and walked off my job today due to toxicity. I'm not sure if God wanted me to stay there. I don't know what to think right now. It's good that she left. You'll get a better job soon, though. In fact, you're about to enter a phase whereby many good things will happen to you. Like more prosperity is going to come to you. You're about to enter that phase. So yeah, back to what I was talking about. So you there are a lot of things that you need to understand. Okay, when it comes to visions and things like that, and prophecy in general, it's all about techniques. But it's still not about techniques alone. It's about how well you can apply those techniques. How well you can apply the techniques. How well. And the one fact will always remain the same. Let me tell you that fact. This thing, you can't deceive yourself. You can't deceive yourself. There will always be some people that are better than the rest because of the number of hours of practice, how well they've embodied that prophecy inside of them. Yes, how well they've embodied it inside of them. There are some, see, all those simple prophecy that people do, it means nothing to me. It's trash to me. It's just trash to me. All those prophecies that some people will make and they'll be shouting is nonsense to me. I can't do it. I cannot do those kind of things because if I do those kind of prophecy, it's very insulting to me. There's a level you practice to that it becomes nonsense to you. Seriously. So it's there are levels in the prophetic, sure. There are levels in the prophetic. So how can I explain this to people? Okay. Let's see like university, right? Some people have BSc. Let's say some people have BSc in prophecy. But even that BSc in prophecy that they have is just like third class or something. Yes, they have BSc in prophecy, right? But it's third class, some is second class upper. Why some first class? But it's still BSc in prophecy. But it's first class, but it's still BSc. So to you, you might think that someone is good, but they are not really good like that. When I see them, I just know they are not really good. They are not up to the level because they just have BSc in prophecy, even if it's first class, but still BSc in prophecy because they don't have speed. They are not fast. They are too slow. Yes, they can get some information, but they are too slow. And speed is one of the aspects too. When someone is prophesying, but their prophecy is too slow, they are too slow in getting information. They are just out. They can't be on the same level with me. Then we have people that masters in prophecy, very good masters in prophecy. There's some people PhD in prophecy. Some people are professor level in prophecy, like they are creating new things. So there are different levels. You can't expect like a professor to be doing algebra level stuff, algebra, ordinary algebra that people can do in secondary school. They don't do those kind of things now. They don't do those kind of things. The kind of prophecy that I do now, I can, if I want to change the future, I know what to do to change the future. I will see it. The way I see it, the kind of prophecy that I do, I see the future like this in 3D. Like I see, not even in 3D, like in 4D format. I can edit it and put it back. I can see everything from all angles. So I don't see prophecy in a linear way. I can see it from all angles. In a prophecy, I can see maybe 22,000 people involved in the prophecy. 22,000 people involved in the prophecy. I can pinpoint each and every one of them out and get details about them at the same time and just put it back. So let me give you an example. Some people think they can prophesy, but they can't prophesy that in 3 years' time, around 2 o'clock, on a particular date, that someone is going to pass a particular street. They can't do it. It's not. They can never do it because if they can't get to that level, it's impossible for them. Their mind can never do it. Some people can do this. Some people can prophesy about the future, and in the next 3 years, they'll give information of all the 50 people. 50 people, not one, 50 people that will pass a particular location at a particular time. They'll give you all the information, and they'll give information of all the cars that will be there, the buildings that will be there, everything all together. They will tell you, not just one person, no, not just They'll give information on 50 people, 50 different things that will happen at that spot exactly that time. But um, most people don't know that there are levels to this thing. So they just think the usual, oh, I see letter S, I see letter S. They think that's the highest level. That's the lowest level of us. I see letter S. When I see people doing that stuff, I just laugh. Seriously. Like it's very basic. I can't even call it BSc in prophecy. I call it I think prophecy 101, 100 level. 100 level prophecy. That's it. I see letter S. I see letter S. Then you wait for like 1 minute again and say, on this is there, I don't know. The moment someone starts saying I don't know when they are prophesying, get out of this place. Get away from this place. You don't know what you are doing. Because I will say, I don't know. What do you mean by I don't know? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Come on, shut up. It shows that the person don't really know what they are doing. They are guessing. Or maybe they're not sure of themselves, or maybe they don't have some particular prophetic codes or something. People do that a lot too. And it's annoying to me. But you can never know these things unless if you can really prophesy well too. If you can prophesy very, very well and you see these basic mistakes that people make, you won't be moved. Do you understand? So some people think because they can call, I see a name like Daniel, something's going to happen tomorrow because they can do those basic things. They think that maybe they can really prophesy, but no, they can't really prophesy. They can't. They cannot. They cannot. Someone says, is it prophecy or divination? Prophecy, of course. Prophecy. Someone is asking, it is amazing how to post a vision and restart the vision again. Posting a vision. I think you mean how to start a vision. You start a vision by desire.